Happy Thursday. Phil Lindemann with your midday news on Krystal 93. It was a frigid morning in the Colorado High Country. At 7:30, not a single weather station read above zero. From Genesee to Grand Mesa, from Steamboat to Durango. The crystallized weather station here in Dillon bottomed out at -22 with wind chills of -42. That's the coldest of winter. Top of peak 8 at Breckenridge saw wind chills close to -50. The Arctic conditions did put chairlifts on hold at Vail and elsewhere. Luckily, no reports of any power or gas outages from XL. By now, temps are creeping above zero, but not for long. We can expect another sub-zero night tonight. A Silverthorne police sergeant has turned himself in for domestic violence charges in Evergreen. Sergeant Joel Victor Ponadell surrendered to authorities in Clear Creek County this Monday and now faces 5 criminal charges, including felony stalking and wiretapping and misdemeanor assault. He has been under investigation and working since November when allegations first surfaced. Ponadell is now on leave from Silverthorne PD, due in court March 1st. Silverthorne Police Chief John Miner comments on a disturbing trend.
There's also a lot of stress on the community trying to live up here, and you see that with 52 domestic violence calls we responded to in 2021.
Miner made those comments last week before his sergeant was arrested. Countywide, Summit Sheriff has arrested 9 people for domestic violence or harassment already this year. A 21-year-old Gypsum man spends 7.5 years in jail for defrauding dozens across the high country. Jesse Robert Flores was sentenced yesterday on a dozen felonies for purchasing private vehicles with bad checks in Summit, Eagle, and more. Further west in Glenwood, the district attorney confirms there will be no criminal charges in the case of a 6-year-old girl killed at Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. The Post-Independent reports on the latest for Juanquel Estefanos. She died after falling from a theme park ride in September. The district attorney does not believe park management or staff were criminally negligent or reckless. The girl's family is still suing the park for an undisclosed amount. Grand County Coroner has identified 2 men found dead at a home in Grand Lake last week as 49-year-old Dan Heckert and 59-year-old Rick Stevens, both of Grand Lake. The coroner declined to give Sky High News more details, citing an active investigation. The initial sheriff's report found no signs of foul play. Breckenridge Distillery is now owned by a cannabis company. Industry journal The Spirits Business broke that news when distillery owner Brian Nolt sold his company to Tilray of Canada for nearly $103 million. The two are now developing a line of THC-infused spirits. Avalanche danger is low again today in the Vail Summit County zone. Your problem is persistent slab on northwest through east aspects at and above tree line. Danger is considerable down south after over a foot of snow this week. In sports, the Nuggets lost to the Jazz last night, 108-104. And in local sports, brought to you by Cassandra Schultz & Associates with American Family in Dillon. Summit High girls basketball beat Steamboat last night 41-28. Boys basketball lost to Steamboat 45-29, continuing a 6-game losing streak. Tigers hockey lost to Glenwood 3-1. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.